Hello everybody and welcome to episode 10 of the Attack of the Clone experiment, and today is probably the most important episode yet in determining the success or failure of this clone in his dreams to become the greatest manager he can be. And I tell you that because he has now officially left his job at Preston North End to do something new. But let's first have a look at the club itself first and see what has happened. He's took them to 9th position at the end of January with 29 games played, 43 points and all that. And the likes of Chesterfield, Oxford, Sheffield United are all in the top 6. So he's seemingly fed up of life with Preston and he's moved on. But where has he moved on? That is the point I all want to show you now. So where could it possibly be? Drum roll please. Here we go. He is now the Republic of Ireland manager. Yes, he's done it. He's got a huge break in his career and he's been entrusted by the FAI to take Ireland as far as he can go. So huge responsibility on his shoulders now, being an international manager, and at only 31 years old he's done a very remarkable job to get to this stage at such a young age. But let's just see what is up with Ireland and how they've done since the game has begun. So only 3 managers have been in the job: Martin O'Neill, Chris Hughton, and he's retired from management entirely. So that means the job was open for a new man to be in charge, and Harman is the chosen candidate. So the schedule, let's just look at the schedule. We've got a European Championship to look forward to. We're playing Luxembourg, Bulgaria, Israel, Belgium, and those sort of teams. Let's just look at Group E now. It hasn't begun yet, so a nice fresh slate for Harman to build upon. It was a World Cup year the year gone by, so we'll look at that as well. So he's got a reasonably difficult group. No easy teams there apart from probably the Luxembourg people, but Israel, Bulgaria and Belgium, all very difficult. But what has happened in the last few years for the Irish, let's just take a look. They actually made the World Cup and they got to the last 16, so there is a very healthy squad if Harman can replicate that, and they did okay in the Nations League as well. So a Brazilian triumph in the Qatar World Cup, which was curiously played in the summer months. So unlucky for Ireland, but it was England won in extra time. So extraordinary stuff. The English benefiting most from the Qatari World Cup, and we're off to Canada in the next edition. So absolute scenes there if you're an English fan, as England got all the way. So we'll go to the last 16. Can we go back please? Yeah. His throat is very sore, has to be said. Quarterfinals second round, yeah. So there you are, the likes of Portugal, Ukraine, Senegal and France all advanced to the next stage. Moving on to the quarterfinals, England and France required extra time. Portugal and Spain also progressed. That allowed Spain to beat France and England to overcome Portugal, just like they did in 1966. So that's funny enough. And then in the final, England won the World Cup in Doha. So that's very dramatic indeed. But for Ireland, to get to the World Cup is obviously a massive thing for us. And to only lose 1-0 to Brazil, that's nothing to be ashamed of. Absolutely, 100%. But now if we look in the Nations League, they're promoted. So they won against Sweden and Austria. And that could be very important. So Harman has gotten a very good job. A healthy Irish nation at a positive time. So that'll move them up to Group A, where the likes of France, Italy, Portugal and Spain have all triumphed. So very good news for Harman. Lots and lots to talk about. So I'll move on now to the squad and the tactics screen. Actually the tactics screen might be nicer. So 4-2-3-1 formation here. Matt Doherty, there you are now. A Chesterfield of Dreams friend, is in the national team. Shane Duffy, Brian Lenihan, Hurahan, Jack Grealish of course, Luke Williams up front. I don't know who he is, might be one Well, he plays for Epsley. That's very strange. But there you've got some reasonable players. You've got Patrick Bamford, Liam McAnilden, Derek Williams, Sean Kavanagh, another Chesterfield of Dreams friend, Paul Carey, Pierce Sweeney, and so on and so forth. So definitely no real star power. James McCarthy is probably at retirement age at this stage. Jeff Hendrick there. So a bit of a crisis up front unless Patrick Bamford has been good now. That's very, very curious. But definitely there's something to look forward to if you're an Ireland fan in this save. The world rankings, we've definitely progressed a long way. And do we have anything good to look forward to in the underage system? Stephen Kelly is the under-21s manager, Paul Doolan under-19s, and Packy Bonner still the goalkeeping coach. Let's just look at the under-21s for a sec. How are they doing? Not great, it has to be said. Not many success stories in the last couple of years. And then moving down to the under-19 internationals, definitely a bit more progress here, but no huge results as of note. But yeah, I'm definitely very excited. This series can definitely move along now, but Ireland's main schedule, we do not play a game until March, and then another one in June, another two in June, excuse me, and then we return to action in September, October time, so that might be a decent time to return to the save, see how they're doing in the European Championships. But I expect a good result against Luxembourg to start his career. Bulgaria at home should be respectable enough. Israel away and Belgium at home, that's going to be very, very difficult. But what can really expect? Like, it's just a lot to take in. Preston, did he make any decent transfers or anything like that? Let's just see transfer history. No, he got a lot of Everton lads. Very, very interesting indeed. Lots of Everton boys for this season. Greg Lycett, you might recognise him. Yes, he's been on loan the last 3 seasons, so there must be some sort of deal between Preston and Everton to take in loanees. Let's just see as their overview affiliated clubs. No, so there's just a friendship, I think, between Preston and Everton for whatever reason. Speculate about Moyes or whatever you want in the comments. But Preston will be now looking for a new man in charge to try and get them into the Championship. But there's so much to be answered, and that can only really be done in the next episode, unfortunately. But the Republic of Ireland, I think this is definitely the top 5 job that I would have wanted, and my clone has definitely achieved that. So congratulations to him for moving along and potentially making his reputation soar by getting a good Republic of Ireland squad as far as he can. But he does need a few extra players to give himself the ultimate chance. But for now, anything you want answered in the comment section below, let me know. But apart from that, I've run out of ideas, and we can only really speculate how he does in the next episode. Bye for now. I hope you enjoyed.